character.
Christmas music's fire. No, Jingle Bells playing in the background. He doesn't like Jingle Bells. You don't like Jingle Bells?
Jingle Bells is fine.
Come on now. I mean, I've got We Wish You a Merry Christmas if you'd rather.
No, I like this. If I had to pick, this would be what I pick.
Okay. A nice little royalty-free version of Jingle Bells. You know.
We don't pay for this?
No, YouTube Audio Library, man. All free.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
All free. That's where I got the intro, our podcast intro. We've got it all. We got it all decked out. We've got the music. We've got the trees in the background instead of the TD garden. Jacket dropping the Merry Christmas in the chat. Welcome. I'm hyped, man. I love Christmas. How was your Christmas morning, Sam?
I didn't do anything. My parents aren't here, so.
Oh, what?
They're in Ireland. Yeah, they're in Ireland. They're just going. My mom is a flight attendant, so she picked up a trip my dad went.
No, not a festive family.
That's whatever. How about you, Jack? I know you must want me to ask you.
Well, I mean, you don't have to.
No, I'm kidding.
It was good. It was good. I did Christmas morning with my mom. My sister likes to get us up early. Unknown boy in the chat watching from Australia. Welcome. Merry Christmas. Or is it still Christmas for you, or is it day after Christmas? Maybe. We'll get into predictions. But my Christmas, good. Got new headphones because mine are breaking. These are new. It's very
all
nice.
right.
Very, very happy.
What brand? Are you gonna plug it?
Bose. Love Bose. I'm Bose guy.
Okay.
Bose is fire. And yeah, good. Now I'm at my dad's girlfriend's parents' house, and I stole a room to do pregame in. I stole
Looks like it's nicely lit in the background. It's not nothing too distracting. I believe I can't really tell. We have similar curtains in our house. I think to that.
Oh, look at John. John's on John, what's your podcast called? Yeah, let us know. My dad is in the other room actively in the chat. Dad, this isn't I would hope this isn't on the television, but
everyone just gathered watching.
Yeah, right.
We have a good crowd in here already on a Christmas.
Everybody, we do. Look at everybody.
Yeah, I think in years past we've skipped out on these because we were afraid nobody would be around, but we were very wrong.
I threw in Jingle Bells, and Sam does not like Christmas music, but I think it's a good ambiance. It's a good aura. Good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Today's Christmas. Play your music.
Excuse me. House Call podcast. I don't run it, but I joined last week. Well, congratulations. I'll have to check it out. Are you guys on Spotify? I'll excuse me. I'll make sure to take a look and give it a listen. We appreciate you, Sean.
Of course.
Let's see. Merry Christmas. Jalen's back on track. Thanks to Jack's article. I will say, Jaylen, outside of that fourth quarter against Timberwolves, was still horrendous. right? Like he picked it up. I'm gonna give him his credit because I need to, and he had a great fourth quarter. But before that fourth quarter, it was not great. So I'm very glad he.
No, you were talking. You were talking your talk on Twitter, talking about your article.
Because I was right.
It. Yeah, you were right, and I quoted it. I was like, "Preach, Jack," because you were absolutely right. I was having far too much of Jaylen Brown in that game until he started making shots.
Welcome in.
And it was really great. He looked like a different player. He was more confident. He was getting to the basket. Missed a dunk. What are you going to do? But really, he looked so much better and so much cleaner in that fourth quarter. Everything that was going wrong started going right. Mm-hmm. He didn't look as flustered when the defense kind of surrounded him. He was making better decisions. So a lot of encouraging stuff over the last couple second halves here.
Absolutely, he picked it up. It was really good to see him sort of start to turn things around at the very least. John, with some kind Christmas words in the chat. What you guys do is definitely gonna take off. Shout to good channel. We appreciate you. Landon saying hello to Phil with the fist bumps. I love the fist bumps, man. That might be the favorite thing.
Yeah, I like the fist bumps. Big on the fist bumps.
Big fist bump fan.
Very unique to us.
I will say, getting around to yeah, it is. I love it. Unknown's first thing, predictions for the game. I will say, I am very upset, and I don't know if you feel the same way. And I'm gonna explain myself.
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm upset Middleton's not playing. I'm upset Middleton's not playing.
No, I'm upset too. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying, right?
You want the best matchup.
Exactly, because the last thing I want is because you know what's gonna happen if the Celtics win. Bucks fans should be like, "Oh, Middleton was there. They
Lose.
like blah blah blah." Right? Like this is the first game all season. By the way, the Celtics have been fully healthy with an asterisk minus Gallinari. Like this is going to be the first full game they've played fully together, and I really wanted it to be fully healthy Bucks versus fully healthy Celtics. And we're not going to get that, unfortunately, because Middleton's out. And so I just didn't want the repeat of the playoffs last year. And it looks like that might be what we're getting.
Middleton, who's been whatever this season after coming off the injury.
Yeah, I'm going to give him some slack or some leeway at least. Give him some time to.
Oh, no. I'm not saying he's washed or whatever. I'm just saying he hasn't come off it super strong. And people kind of forget that when you're out for a while, it takes a little bit to get your legs underneath you, which is why it's so impressive the way Rob Williams has come back. He's been pretty seamless, and he looks like himself. He doesn't look like he looked like he did in the playoffs.
Yeah, he looked like a step slow in that first game. Like the first few quarters he played, he was like
the first step was bad.
Out, but yeah, he picked it up at the end of that game. The Pacers game was prime Rob. Love that from Rob. If he can put up 10 boards, that is exactly what you want to see from him. Cool, genuine Phil looking for revenge from last Christmas. Unfortunate game last year. I will say I looked at a box score today. The Celtics rotation, it was like Jayson, Jalen, Marcus, Rob, and then it was Romeo Langford, Juancho Hernangomez, Jabari Parker, right? Like it was a very different Celtics team.
It was COVID then. This was around the time when everybody got COVID, like Horford wasn't in that game. He had COVID.
They had Al-Farouq
Amino was on the team. Like, what a time it was a year ago, and they had all these guys getting extra run in the NBA because they didn't have enough guys anymore.
Jack and saying I want the starting five from last year. Jack and I wrote about this. I agree with you. I think they should bring it back. I don't know what they're starting today. We'll have to wait and see. But
I think it's time.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'll ask you this, and I'll ask the chat too. This is good. I tweeted about this today. John upping Rob a little bit. Second half, huge region. I agree. I think the NBA should bring back Christmas jerseys and the Christmas commercials. I think it would be fire. I think if they're going to make 1 million jerseys anyways, there's no reason they shouldn't bring back Christmas jerseys in the commercials. We'll get to Landon's comment in a second.
I'll think about it.
There's no reason they shouldn't have Christmas jerseys. If they're going to make all these millions of jerseys, which I know you don't like, at least the Christmas thing is like special. You only get it if you play on Christmas. The commercials were so cool. Like, I think it would be fire to see Jayson and or Jalen remake, like, and other stars around the league. Like, you know the commercial like that went viral on Twitter today, where it's like the bouncing balls, like da 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 da.
Yeah, they have that one. They have the ones of them shooting.
Like, I want Jayson, Giannis, Luka, LeBron, John Morant. You know, like that crew remaking that commercial. Like I just think that'd be cool. So I think they should bring it back. I want to see them bring it back. There's no reason not to.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the NBA on Christmas. I love all of the stuff around it.
It's
I
awesome.
love the classic commercials. The jerseys were fine when they used to do them because they weren't doing 1 million jerseys. It was a truly special thing you got if you played on Christmas. They had the year where they had the long sleeve jerseys. They had the year with just the logo on the front. They had the cursive jerseys. Cool. They always had some cool festive ideas that were themed with the day. That's something I have less of a problem with than what we see now is they just spam jerseys and say, please give us money, which drives me up a wall. There's no any kind of rhyme or reason to why they're wearing a jersey on a certain day anymore. It's very upsetting. But the Christmas jerseys were cool. I always liked the cursive letter ones. Those were so plain, but at the same time, they captured the spirit of the holiday, the cool festiveness of it. This music going to be driving insane.
I like.
Did we go on when we were talking about the music, or were we still in the?
No,
room?
we didn't. We can talk about it though. Also, leave a like John says. Help the YouTube algorithm. We appreciate you. Sam's not a Christmas guy. I love Christmas. I'm a huge Christmas guy. Love
the NBA is the only part I really care for. I think it's all a lot. Like gift giving, I'm out on gift giving unless it's like your very, very close like family or like Secret Santa. Besides that, like, I mean, a lot of the times, like when people are getting gifts or giving gifts, it's for people they're not super close with, and it's like, are you even hitting on those? Is it money well spent? Is it a gesture well done? Like a lot of times the answer is no.
My gifts this year, I gave my mom, my stepdad, my brother, my sister, Zoe, my dad, and my dad's girlfriend. Like I think, like just immediate family. You don't. It's not like you have to give gifts to like.
No, that's fine.
Talk to. Like that's part of it.
there is discussion amongst my friends that go differently. I have one friend that is very big on the gift giving, and I have another who is not. And we were having a big discussion in the group text the other day, and really it was just like, yeah, dude, me and the other guy out on gift giving, your parents, your significant other, direct family, if you have siblings, whatever. And like a Secret Santa with your friends, that's all cool. But besides that, it's all a bit much.
Like the only time I'll give like gifts to like friends is if it's around Christmas time and I'm in the store and I see something that they'll like I won't go out of my way. But like one year, Danny, he bought me he was out and he saw like it was like a Kemba Walker Funko Pop or something, so he got me that. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing, like small, nothing ridiculous, like stuff like that. I love gift giving.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the Secret Santa. With the guys, big fan of Secret Santa. It's always the best day. My favorite thing about the holiday, we all get together, we all enjoy it, we all swap the gifts. Usually everyone does a pretty good job because we all know each other. This year, the morons can't figure out a date, so we're going to see when that happens. But, you like that part of it. But the excessiveness of all of it is a bit much.
What was your favorite gift that you gave this year? I like giving.
That I gave?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done our gift giving here because my parents aren't here.
Yes. Okay.
So that is yet to. I mean,
would you like to spoil? I mean,
no. I'm only giving 2 gifts.
Okay. What'd you get them? You don't want to spoil that?
No, they could see this. No.
Okay. I did give my dad his gift. I got him a Celtics shirt, but also, my dad. Bigger Taylor Swift fan than you might think. So
really?
My dad will be going to Taylor Swift with me, Zoe, my sister, and 2 of
I don't get the draw with Taylor Swift.
Excited.
I don't get it. People love Taylor Swift. I don't get it.
My dad loves Taylor Swift.
She's fine. The music's fine, but I don't get like Ticketmaster crashing over Taylor Swift. Like that
that's crazy.
I don't get that.
When I bought them, I had no idea it was like such a big deal. I was like, oh, everyone gets this link, and then everyone realized. But no, yeah, my dad loves Taylor Swift. He was very excited because he knew I got it for my sister, but he didn't know that I had an extra ticket. So now he will be.
Well, that is nice. He must have been pumped.
He was amped. He was like, we got here like at the second party because we like went to his house and we went to like his girlfriend's parents' house, and he was like telling them, he's like, guess what Jack got me? Guess what Jack? It was very nice. It was hype. I felt good. I felt good. Dennis, Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. My grandma gave me a Celtics coat yesterday, but then today my aunt got me. Now you got 2 coats though. See, there you go.
What are you doing? See, that's what I mean. This is where the gift giving becomes a bit much. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice that they got you something you like, and they had very similar thinking. You ever get like knockoff gifts or bad gifts that are like
every once in a while, but not usually.
Oh, my mom was the worst. My mom loves a nice deal. Yeah, like remember when they had those, like the Nike socks were real popular with the Elite on the back?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be those, but they weren't them. Like they weren't Nike. They were just some other thing with squares on the back of the heel.
My dad got me today, not knockoff. I'm not like shitting on my dad's gift. It's a good gift. He got me like a leather bag with like my Twitter @, and cool. On the bottom for like my laptop with like my initials on the strap. Very cool. Very cool. I was happy with that. Dennis saying, where is everyone watching the Lakers getting throttled by the Mavs? Yeah, Mavs were down. Mavs were losing, and then they outscored the Lakers 51-21 in the third quarter. Lakers down horrendous now.
I didn't see the third quarter. I looked at before halftime just to see how it was, and the Lakers were up, like you say, but always love to hear things aren't going well over there for them. Sometimes you got to put your thoughts and prayers out, though. You know, it is the season of giving. I asked yesterday where I could make a charitable donation on Twitter. Nobody got back to me.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I've run that one into the ground a bit, but
no, I
think it's funny every time.
Funny joke.
The early game today was actually pretty good. The Knicks Sixers. Knicks collapsed. They were up like 14, lost by about that. The fourth quarter did not treat them well. They're at MSG.
Yeah, that was rough. I was kind of rooting for the Knicks, and I don't even like the Knicks.
I see. That was a tough one for me because I don't really like either of the teams. I think Knicks fans are annoying, and the Sixers are a rival. So
my thing is, I kind of like Jalen Brunson. I'm a Brunson fan, so I was rooting for him to win. Everyone else, I don't really care about as much, but he's cool. So
it's fine.
Sorry, I'm writing out the starting fives in the chat. Excuse me, I'll send that through for y'all. Everybody here. I put a space in between the two, but clearly YouTube had
it never works. It doesn't work. I do it with the picks all the time.
Mm-hmm. But Celtics starting five: Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, Horford. Bucks starting five: Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, who, by the way, Defensive Player of the Year? Question mark this year. He's having like
phenomenal. A monster year for no reason. I don't really appreciate that. Like, I remember after like the first week or so when they dropped the first MVP ladder, he was on it, and it's like, all right, let's all calm down a minute.
He's playing well. What are his stats this year? Let me Google it. I know you're not going to appreciate it, but I think he's averaging like they might have tailed off. He's averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 2.6 blocks, shooting 50, 40, 81 in the field. So
he's going to be the most unathletic guy that ever, or like uncoordinated looking guy that's effective on defense. Because he's just a wall in there. I remember when the playoffs rolled around last year and they were playing them, I was just like, man, like, how is this guy having any kind of impact on the defensive end? And yes, Burke and Rob is active.
Rob is active. John concerned about the Giannis matchup. Horford, throw Horford on him. Have Tatum guard Lopez. That's what I would do personally. But I guess we'll see. Leading the league in blocks. He is leading the league in blocks right now. Dennis, hype for his lock of the day. Brook Lopez over 6.5 rebounds. I mean, that's a pretty good bet.
We've got ours. I'll be putting it in the chat a little later.
I'll have to take a look at mine sooner rather than later. But I hope Rob gets some decent minutes tonight, though, because I mean, Brook Lopez is having a great season. Giannis is there too. They play double bigs a lot. I just want to see him play more. I don't know. Like, he's been solid in all the games he's played, but you can tell they're kind of easing him into things. Like the first game. Hello, it's Gear. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. The first game that Rob finishes, I'll know Rob's fully back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can start anything. He can, play as many minutes. But as soon as he starts finishing games, then I'll be confident that he's, like, fully ready to rumble because, hoping for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to be back with the squad. He looks ready to me. Ever since he really came back after that first stint, he's looked good. He's looked really bouncy. He's blocking shots, throwing down alley-oops. Obviously, in that second half of the Pacers game, he was a huge help on the comeback effort, creating those extra possessions on the offensive glass. He was fine throughout the Orlando games. Like, what are you going to do? But I'm excited to see him back in the starting lineup when that time does come. We thought it might be today. It is not.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Jonathan in the chat. Fresh cut Derek White.
Yeah.
Big day for
him. I saw a comment. Somebody said when I turned on the game, I thought Derek White was just wearing a beanie, which is funny. He's just wearing a hat or something.
I like Derek White, man. I was really upset when he wasn't playing well and people were getting on him.
He played real well against the Timberwolves the other night. He was very aggressive. It was nice to see. Birkin, are the Bucks healthy? Because we should not give them any excuses. This is what I said. Chris Middleton is out, Birkin, so they're not fully healthy. So the excuses can start to rain on in. There you go. Birkin also pointing out Smart's hair was done differently. Jack and saying you can bother Giannis if you stay under him. Phil saying he wants Rob to play 25 minutes. I agree.
Yep.
Gear with the question in the chat. What do you think is more likely this game? Smart blocking Giannis or Jaylen dunking on him? I don't think Jaylen dunking on him. Yeah, I don't think that's unlikely, but I do think Smart could get a block on Giannis. I feel like he's going to be working extra hard to stop him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he'll take that matchup personally.
This is going to look real bad if it doesn't go well, because if it doesn't go well, it's going to be, like, real bad.
Beat him without Chris Middleton. Oh,
no. Like, I think today's going to be a good Smart day. Like, I think Smart's going to have a really impactful game today.
Okay, yes. He was great against the Wolves.
Yeah, he was really great against the Wolves, and everybody was tweeting about it. I tweeted about it. You tweeted about it. It was all over the place that he was playing like a real leader, playing like the captain of this team. Mm-hmm. But today against Milwaukee, I think is going to be a monster day for him. I don't know what it is. I just have some feeling with you saying that kind of lit off the light bulb in my head, but I really think we're going to see a good day for Marcus.
The offense is just so vastly different when he touches the ball. I said this in the Celtics block chat, against the Wolves. The shot quality that the Celtics get when Jaylen and Jayson initiate the offense versus literally anybody else on the team is so different. All right, like, and Tatum's gotten better, but when Tatum and or Brown starts possession with the ball in their hands, I feel like the shot they get is just so much worse than when literally anybody else does it. Smart, White, Brogdon, Horford, hell, Grant at the top of the key, right? Because I feel like my theory is when Jaylen and Jayson have the ball at the top of the key, there's like half of them that says, okay, let's make a play, and half of them that says, okay, I can get to my spot here. When Smart has it, he's just looking to find the best shot within the offense. And the same goes for everybody else on the team. And so that's why I think it's dangerous to have Jayson and Jaylen start with the ball, because before that fourth quarter, and even in the fourth quarter, Jaylen just did not pass, right? Like he didn't even try to pass. And it was a problem in the first 3 quarters because the shots weren't going in, but then everybody forgot about the issue because the shots went in the fourth quarter. And this isn't me complaining, right? He's a big reason they won the game. But man, that guy he didn't even look to pass the ball. Like as soon as the ball touched Jaylen's hands against the Wolves, I just counted it as a shot. And which it's a good thing if it goes in, but again, when it doesn't, it's not. It's not. So
yeah. You know what's funny? I was thinking today while watching that Sixers-Knicks game is how much more impressive it is to me when a player that isn't the focal point of the offense is the one racking up the assists. Because you're going to think of it like this, right? Now, this is not to take anything away from James Harden, who had a monster day the other day where he had 21 assists. But when you are such a talented scorer like him, it's easier to create for other players because of the amount of attention you're going to get from the defense. Thinking like that, I said to myself, that makes it so much more impressive how well Marcus Smart played against the Wolves. Because he's taking 5 shots and setting guys up. He had 10 plus assists, and he had a lot of shots that he passed out to not fall in the first half, and they were tremendous passes.
Yeah, Jaylen's he's just found Tatum and Brown whenever they were open. Off cuts on the fast break, he was just like they were in sync, and I think that's a big reason why his presence on the team is underrated too, because he's developed such a good chemistry with those 2 players, right? And I think it'll take White Brogdon a little while longer to develop that, but he's just played with him for so long that he just knows their tendencies and everything like that, which is nice to see. We're talking about the
wholeheartedly
go ahead.
Agree. You know, he's been not only great with those guys, but he's been great with every big guy that's come through Boston.
Yeah.
So once Rob is really back up to speed and being used like he's back up to speed, I think you're going to see Smart take another little bit of a jump. You're going to start to see him create more out of the pick and roll because he's really good as the ball handler in that situation, and he consistently has been throughout his career. When Rob's ready to go, he's just going to toss up there for him. It's going to be 2 points.
Yeah. Birkin looking for a big Malcolm game. Possible. Maybe. I don't think Malcolm's been as good as he can be in recent weeks. But I also just think the Celtics haven't been as good as they can be in recent weeks. So also possible. We got Phil and John discussing the Horford poster from on Giannis from last playoffs. Phil looking for it again. John saying it wasn't really a poster. He just kind of blew by him and Giannis slid under him. I will say, I know that might have been a flagrant. Like we can call a spade a spade. That was not a natural motion by Al Horford. I think he was a little bit angry, and I think the refs gave him the benefit of the doubt because he's not a dirty player and he's not like an overly reactionary player.
You got a flagrant.
Did he get a flagrant for the elbow?
Yeah, flagrant.
Okay. But he clocked Giannis on that. Should we watch it? Should I pull it up?
No.
Do you want to watch the?
It's funny. I was watching like a bunch of old stuff today. Like it was just one of those highlight compilations from the entire playoffs. And I forgot about like how egregious that was after the dunk.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And you don't think about it either because just Horford's like just a nice dude. Okay, yeah, they gave Horford a tech. But it was it was bad. He
was fired up. He was excellent in that game. It might have been the best game of his career.
It might have been. That was, I will say, I think looking back in hindsight, the playoff run was very weird because as good as Tatum and Brown were, you also got a lot of like big time performances from like the smaller, like the role players. Like Grant in Game 7 against the Bucks was huge. Horford in that Bucks series was huge. You know, Horford, Smart, and White in Game 1 against the Warriors, just insane, like crazy game. Derek White had a couple big ones in there. Like you got a lot of very important performances from like the role players, and I think I'm not like saying it's like an outlier. I'm saying like the Celtics team is built very well for that because as much as these guys underneath the Jays are very willing to accept their roles, they're also like good enough that they can do that if they need to, which I think is important. Like I'm trying to think, like look at the Warriors this year, right? Like Steph, Draymond, and Clay, and Wiggins, and Poole, like that's phenomenal. But if let's say those guys have a poor night, who's going to step up? Right, like James Wiseman hasn't shown he's been able to do it. JaMychal Green, not really. Dante DiVincenzo did it before, but they lost the game. The Celtics are built very well to withstand the test of the entire season and make a deep playoff run. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, depth is always important to great teams.
Huge.
You can see guys step up. That's why you always see like these playoff games where we can just say Grant Williams game, for example. But there's games like that throughout history. They piss me off more than anything. But at the end of the day, that's what makes it
like the Jeff Green game.
Yeah,
remember the Game 7 of 2018, right?
Yeah, like that's just what makes great teams great. They have guys throughout the rotation that are able to step up and pop off on a given day.
Need it. I mean, you look at the finals last year, right? I'm calling out the Warriors, but Otto Porter was huge for them that series. Nemanja Bjelica, as much as he gets clowned on, he defended Jayson Tatum
even Wiggins Wiggins played above to what he was coined to be.
Wiggins
sure, he was an all-star starter. No, but heading into the finals, it wasn't. He played above. He wasn't that prominent.
He played above par hit, yeah. And then I mean, like all the guys they lost, like Gary Payton, Otto Porter, and Nemanja Bjelica, played pretty significant roles in that finals, and now they lost him, and you're kind of seeing the effect because the Warriors are
Otto Porter trade target. People seem to like that one. Yeah, well, that Toronto team's kind of falling apart a bit up there.
Kind of bad.
Yeah,
kind of bad. That would be nice. Does he fit in the TPE? Is that why?
He does.
Oh, that'd be huge. If they could trade would you trade 2 seconds? Maybe not a first. I don't think you'd go first.
I don't care. I couldn't care for draft picks right now. I mean, we just talked about how deep the team is. What first round pick you're really going to develop right now?
I know what you mean, but
tell you what can develop some money in your wallet. Here we go. Pick of the day presented by Smash the Odds. That's Smash Odds on Twitter. Follow them there for daily free picks to give you some free cash. And if you want to pay the premium fee, you get the premium picks. You'll get all the winners. Today's free pick, Derek White, over 1.5 threes. It's plus money. It's a signature Jack pick, specifically called out in the text message to me today. My pick, we're sticking with Derek White. Over 13.5 points, rebounds, assists. I think that number's kind of low for a game total for White. He's in the starting lineup. Jack, anything or put you on the spot?
Oh, man, I'm looking right now. Always got to take a little look. I think Marcus Smart over 20.5 points, rebounds, assists is a pretty good bet for you. It's minus money, so that's not ideal at minus money. But outside of
what is it exactly?
Minus 120.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's not bad. But outside of that, my classics. Grant Williams over 1.5 threes is plus 190 for you. So how's that? How's that for some bang for your buck? I like that. I like Grant Williams over 1.5 threes. Marcus Smart over 20.5 points, rebounds, assists. Those are mine.
Okay. Good picks.
I'm hyped today. I'm liking Christmas. I love basketball on Christmas. Celtics, Bucks. This is the game we've all been looking forward to for a good while here, right? We've all been saying Celtics, Bucks, Christmas. And if the Celtics win today, they move 1.5 games ahead of the Bucks in the standings, I believe, right?
They're
and if they lose, they're a half game back. So it's a big game.
Big chance for the Celtics to beat those fraud allegations. I'll tell you that.
I would say this is about as big as a game can be in December. I'll put it that way.
I mean, it is and it isn't. It's really big for, you could say, the team's confidence right now and what the media is going to say. But in a year from now, it's not going to matter. At least I sure hope not.
Yeah. Hey, all these games against the top of the standings matter when it comes down to it at the end of the year, which I think big reason why it's not great. The Celtics lost 2 to the Cavs. Not ideal for them, but we shall see. Caesar due for a big 3-point game. Jack and they've been due.
Yep. That's what I thought. As soon as I read that, I was like, they've been due, dude. Like it hasn't mattered.
Yeah, no, they've been due. But I will say I was impressed that how they won against the Timberwolves. Like Derek White specifically, I've been using Derek White as kind of like an analogy for the entire team's like offensive game all season. Right? Yeah. It's just like they didn't shoot well from 3, but they found other way to get open looks, and that's what Derek White did. He got to the basket. He was aggressive. Jayson Tatum talking about how he told Derek White to be aggressive, and that's the thing they need to do. And after the first half, once the second half came around, which probably should be better for the whole game, but they honed in on defense a little bit. They started playing a little better.
Closed the game.
Anthony Edwards did do his best to take over, but that's what stars do. So Celtics won the game. That's what matters. What'd they shoot from 3 in that Wolves game? I want to look. I'm going to look now.
I don't think they shot super impressive on either aspect.
28% from 3. Not good. No bueno. Not good at all. So we shall see. I mean, Horford. Wow, they shot 28% from 3, and Horford was 5 for 10. So that should tell you just. Oh, wait, so they would have shot 8 for 36 without Horford, which is equals. They would have shot 22% without all Horford.
You know what's funny is like during this really cold stretch, Marcus Smart's been one of the more consistent guys from 3.
Yeah, he's been decent. He was 2 for 4 against the Wolves. This is not bad at all. Birkin in the chat saying, "Did you guys see Danilo starting to take threes in practice? Made them all. April incoming. We shall see." I'll also tell you this, Birkin, not to take your hopes down. I don't think they would have posted it if he missed them all. I don't think that's the video they would have rolled with if he did not make them all. So there's that. Got to start working for. I agree, but we can get on out of here. Anything else you want to say before we dip out, Sam?
No, that's it for us. Enjoy the holiday today. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Good stream today. A lot of people in here hanging out on Christmas Day.
On Christmas.
Thank you. There are 6 of you watching on Guy Boston Sports. I'll tell you that now. If you want to jump on over to the How About Them Celtics YouTube channel, that's where we're going to be exclusively starting in the new year. So make sure to make that jump. Only a week away. Only a couple more games until we make that jump. So make sure to check on over at How About Them Celtics. Dennis dropping another pick in the chat. I'll leave that on the screen as we get on out of here. I think Sam might have froze. Sam is back, though.
I'm back.
Our Twitters are below our faces. You guys can check us out there. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. How About Them C's and How About Them Celtics podcast. And yeah, new videos on the channel, new live streams. I think we're next stream is Monday, maybe?
Wednesday.
New stream next week. New stream on Wednesday, live stream. New pod dropping Tuesday, I believe. I think we're going to try to record late tomorrow night, potentially.
Yep, we can do that.
So new podcast Tuesday, live stream on Wednesday night. So make sure to tune on in. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. Go enjoy the rest of your holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hopefully the Celtics, help us out. So peace out. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.
I'm missing the button.